Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Study On. This is Samia Aziz, and we are learning how to make a block plan and how to decide a layout that is good for the firm. So here we are going to see that if we have a block plan, then how we can propose a new block plan which can help us in reducing the number of trips to the departments. One of the way of doing this thing is through weighted distance method, which is basically a method that is used to create a relative locations when in terms of their importance, right? So we have for this we have Euclidean distance, which is simply used for the straight line distance between the two possible points. Suppose this is point 1 and this is point 2, so we will only consider the straight line distance between the 2 points. So this is a formula with which it is denoted, which is d AB. A is one point and B is the other point. So xa minus xb square plus y minus yb square. So these are the coordinates, as we know that this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate, and x coordinate and y coordinate, and xb, again the xb coordinate and yb coordinate. So these are the coordinates we have, and furthermore we see for the points where is a 90-degree, you use this formula, right? So in your block plan, if there's a 90-degree turn, so you are going to use this formula, and if there is simply the straight line, so you are Euclidean distance formula. So as for the information, we have the following values available. So you see there's a straight line distance, so the distance calculated will be for this in this situation, Euclidean distance will be 78.1, and with the 90-degree turn we will be having a distance of 110, because we are again including the turning point, right? So the turning point distance is also being considered, so that's why it is greater than the Euclidean distance. Anyway, so we are coming back to the calculation of WD score. So how you can calculate WD score, because this score will help you decide which one is the best, which block plan is the best. So the rule of thumb for this is that this score, the lower the better, okay? And with this, this is our old plan and this is our proposed plan, in which we have made some arrangements. As you remember that 1 and 5 were not movable, so we had to put the two departments at the original position. So we had a choice of four departments that were required to move. So as per the restriction, it was told that the department 3 must be close to department 5, so we put 3 over on the top of 5. And there was another restriction that 6 must be close to the 1, so we put 6 near to 1. And also there was a restriction that 2 and 3 must be close. So if we will see in the closeness factors value, then the closest factor of the department 2 and 3 was highest, right? So we have to put 2 and 3 together, right? And then the one that which is left we will put at the place of earlier where there were 2, we put the 4 at the place of 2. So this is our proposed block plan now, and we have to now calculate the WD score. So for that, what you will do, you will create a table. In the table, the first column is about the department pair, that how many department pairs can be made, which we will see from the available closest matrix. This we can see from the closeness matrix table that you will be available with. Then we have to write down for each department pair their closeness factors, and then we have to calculate the distance. Will be calculated by seeing into our block plan. Then if we go back to the slide, and you will see the block plan, so distance can be easily taken out from this. So first we have to go back and we have to see the pairs that we can have, and that is available with the information of the closest matrix table. So here you can see that we have this information available, and in this you see the closest matrix. So we can make the pairs. 1 to 1 cannot be made as a pair, but we can make a pair with 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 5, and 1 and 6. So this will be going to one pair this way: 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1 comma 6. So 1 to 6 departments are made. Then we select second. So we see that we cannot make 2 and 2 2 and 2 matrix, so pairs. So we will be going with the 3, 4 and 5, and you see 6 has no pair, so we cannot take 6 as a pair. So we will take only pairs of 2, which is 8, 1 and 3. So 2 3, 2 4, 2 5. So this is the next pair, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5. Then we have 3. In 3 we have 2 pairs again, 3 4, 3 5. And if you look at the 4, so 4 is the closest factor with the 5 only, 4 comma 5, and 5 has the closest factor with only 6, and 6 has no closest factor. So these are the pairs that we have. Okay, so let's go back to the actual table, and let's see that what is the, so these are the departments. See, as I have mentioned earlier, also we have put the closest factor values that we're giving into the matrix for each of the pair. Now about the distance, how we calculate the distance is by means of the block plan that we already have. So this the block plan here, you see that we have the values available, and we will calculate the distance from every uh, pair or the number. So the distance from 1 to 2 is 1. So the distance from number 1 and 5 is 1 and 2. The distance from number 1 and 4 is 1 2 3. The 1 and 3 is 1, and 1 and 6 is 2. So this is how we have to calculate the distance, and we have to put for each pair the distance, right? Next step will be always multiplying the closest factor with the distance, and we will get the WD score. So you see 3 by 1 3, 6 by 1 6, 5 by 3 15. So this is the way we have calculated the WD score, and this is 112, right? Now this is for the current block plan. So if we similarly, if we make a proposal, so the distance that we will calculate will be the new, because the proposed block plan has new arrangements, and the department pair and the closest factor will be the same, because this is where it's coming from. So if we go back to the slide, and if you see, this is a proposed block plan now, and the distance is different. So the distance between first 1 and 2 was only the number 1, the distance is 1. This distance between the 1 and number 3 was 1, and 1 and 6 was 2. So now the distance is changed. The distance between 1 and number 3, you can see 1 2 3, the distance is now 3. The distance between number 1 and 2 is 1 2 2. So you see, earlier it was 1, now it is 2. So this the new arrangement, the distance value is also changed. So we have to put the new values of the distances, and what we will do, we will simply multiply this closest factor with the distance, and we will get a new WD score. So you see that with each proposed plan, this score will reduce, or might not reduce, but what is the selection criteria? The selection criteria is that you have to select the block plan which has the lowest WD score, so that then your objective is achieved. And I hope this was helpful. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.